Hello guys and welcome back to another revisiting video, and today we are revisiting Shrek the Third. Yes, if you have missed it, I have done all the revisitings of the first two Shrek movies so far, and this week we are doing Shrek 3 or Shrek the Third. It's mad to think that this movie has actually been out for nearly 17, 18 years now, which is crazy. Like, you always think these films just come out a couple of years ago, but it's been out a while. And in this movie, basically, Shrek has to go on a bit of a quest. Now, with all of the movies of Shrek, we come to learn that he goes on quests quite a lot. And him, Donkey, and Puss are all going on a quest to try and find Arthur Pendragon. Arthur Pendragon is voiced by Justin Timberlake, and he is the heir apparent to Far, Far Away. You know, the king, the frog guy, the king, John Cleese, is ill, and Shrek is freaking out because he's going to have to become the actual heir, and he doesn't want to be the heir. He's like, no, I do not want to be the king. I can't. I'm an ogre. I need to go back to my swamp, all of that stuff. However, the solution is get Arthur there, he can be king, and then Shrek and Fiona can go back to their swamp and be in ogres, and that's the plan. As Shrek does this though, Prince Charming's still on the scene, and he has revenge, obviously. He wants to, kill Shrek on stage, basically, and do a theatrical performance, which completely deviates from the main point of the plot. Arthur becomes his hero, blah, 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 and it is all fun and games. That's the ultimate thing of the plot, and I think that's where this film really dies off a little bit, and it doesn't do as great. The second movie had a lot of good moments in there, in terms of being a sequel and actually developing the story. Now, it does develop the story really well. We get characters in there like Cinderella, Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, all like the characters that we know from the Disney movies, but the fairy tale side of them. We get them in there, they're Fiona's friends and all of that. And then we get a bit of like more world building with, we see villains, we see Hook and Prince Charming and all the people that have had, like, things not go well for them in their stories, aka the villains that always lose at the end, because everyone lives happily ever after all the time in those stories. Those villains come back. So the world building from those two factors, I guess, is really good, really clever and smart. However, what isn't very good in my opinion was Shrek leaving Fiona again, and then leaving Fiona vulnerable, and then the whole Prince Charming thing with the musical thing wasn't very good. Arthur Pendragon was a bit of a filler character, really, and a bit of a reason why. And I think the actual decision making of the plot in this film is interesting, why they decided to go this route. I mean, a good synopsis in general in terms of why we need to do a third movie. Shrek's going to be king. He's inherited this based on his marriage now and all of that. It's a good concept, but it wasn't executed very well, and there was definite moments in there missed. Cast-wise, though, it is a tale of the same thing, really, with all the other movies. Mike Myers, Eddie Murphy, Cameron Diaz, Antonio Banderas, of course, the main four guys in the movie. Then we get Julie Andrews, of course, and John Cleese coming back. Rupert Everett is in there as well as Prince Charming, and then, as I say, then we get Justin Timberlake in there as Prince Artie. And it's very interesting how, we get the voice actors just continue to be fantastic, just continue to be great in these Shrek films, and they just attract a massive caliber of actor and voice actor into animation movies and all of that. Me, however, though, I didn't find this third film to be the best. As I said, these Shrek films for me have definitely tailed off a little bit, especially now with the third movie. It is a shame, I'm not gonna lie. It is interesting to see now where this actually will continue and how far it will go. With this being the third one, though, in the Shrek trilogy so far, it is interesting to see, are they going to do a fourth one, or how are they going to do a fourth one based on this? Of course, we know at the point of this that there is a fourth one, and we know the fifth one is actually in development right now. But after this, the fourth one does make a bit of sense, and it also is interesting when you stay tuned for that review next week on my thoughts, because I think I actually preferred the fourth one in some elements to the third one. Anyways, though, reviewing and rating Shrek the Third, what did I rate it? I gave it a 2.5 star because the plot was quite boring, to be honest. 93 minutes, so it does retain that low length movie, because Shrek movies are not long films at all. You can probably watch all of them very quickly. But the third movie does carry on with some of the characters that we know and love, but also we do miss some moments in there in terms of the plot and other bits that are just not great. We get the Do the Raw guy in there as well. There's a birthday party going on, Shrek's got kids, all of that, but he doesn't want to be king, so it's ultimately him trying to deviate from his responsibilities of marrying a princess and all of that. Shrek as a trilogy so far, after watching the first three and reviewing them on the channel, they are definitely tailing off. The fourth one is interesting to me. I've watched it obviously at the point of filming, so I'm not going to say too much, but it is interesting how they made a decision to do a fourth one even after the third, because I think the third one fell off so much that the only reason that they made a fourth one was either it was in development before the third one, or the third one took so much money. I don't know why, I don't know, but after watching the third one, it's hard to believe that they would even consider making a fourth one, because plot-wise, this one really fell off after the second one. So there's my review and revisiting of Shrek the Third. Have you seen all the Shrek movies? Are you inspired to rewatch them after watching this series? Stay tuned for next week, as I say, where we will be watching Shrek Forever After. And then after that, we will do a Shrek ranked of all the rankings of the Shrek movies. And yeah, we will go from there. As I say, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.